Hello, and welcome to SpaceEngine Exploration. Okay, so this is a familiar view. I had to reinstall the game because it bugged out once again. I'm sure I could just clear cache and all that kind of stuff, but, you know, honestly, it's just easier to reinstall the game usually. Okay, so, let's get started. As is a recurring theme with my latest episodes, I don't know if I'm going to be able to visit all of these suggestions because, I don't know, it's just not been showing all of them in the YouTube comments, but I'll try to get to as many as I can. It says there's 38 comments on this video. Not all of them are suggestions though. ZET1. RET. This is from Oshi Jack. Let's go ahead and fly over. Okay, so it's a yellow dwarf. And we got this planet with huge rings on it. Well, that's neat looking. You see the shadow being casted there. No giant, fancy, glowy ring like Saturn has, but you can see the shine on the rings there, which is pretty cool. Oh, you can see the shadow being casted right there, along with the, outer areas of the atmosphere. There it is zoomed in. Let's go ahead and get this off the screen. So we can speed up time a little bit. A little bit slower. There we go. That way we just have a little bit of time cycle. So I'm running mostly default settings. People keep asking what my settings are, and here they are for anyone who wants to pause the video and replicate them. Alright. Let's go ahead and fix our field of view. So, is there anything unique about this star? There's no description, really, so I don't know what to visit here in particular. But we did have that cool gas giant with large rings. Over here we have a hot ice giant. And as you can see, it does have thermal effects on the back. You can see the red glowing from all of the heat in the atmosphere. The surface temperature of this planet, or I guess, would it be surface temperature? I guess surface of the atmosphere? I don't really know. The temperature is 356 degrees, which doesn't sound... I mean, that's incredibly warm, don't get me wrong, but that doesn't sound incredibly warm, like some of the 1200 degree planets that we see. Over here we have a cold gas giant with some Uranus-style rings, a little bit thicker than Uranus though. And since we do have time cycling, you see the clouds moving across the surface of the planet. Very cool. So, not too sure what in particular is unique about this system. Is there a full name for it? Reticuli? I can't pronounce that name. Let's I'm gonna go ahead and just Google this star real quick. And Zeta Reticuli. I don't know if I'm butchering that name. It's a binary star system in the southern constellation of Reticulum. Can be seen in the... Okay. Naked Eye Double Star in very dark skies. Ooh, I just flew into that gas giant. Let's go ahead and zoom out here. So I do see a nearby, I think that's just a planet. Oh, that's another star. So I think that might be what it's technically binary with, but in the game it does not seem to pick that up. So that's unfortunate, but apparently this is a dual star system. Like a majority of the systems in the universe. Okay. The next suggestion is from Subsets Gaming, and he or she asks, visit this planet, it's the darkest planet. Okay. Okay. No, I think I have a video on this planet. What's its, orbital period? Orbital period is 2.4 days. Okay, so I might have visited this one previously in the series because we were, like, on a binge of this is the brightest planet, this is the darkest planet, this is the biggest planet, this is the smallest planet. this whatever planet has the fastest rotational period or orbital period, that kind of thing. So yeah, I think I visited this one previously. If I'm correct, the surface of this one is like carbon or something. Or something like that. It's like high in carbon. I'm gonna have to look this up now. Okay, so it reflects less than 1% of any light that hits it. It's indicated to be a gas giant. Okay, so this is not that diamond planet I was thinking of. It's just like pure carbon or something, and incredibly dense. But this is apparently a gas giant that reflects less than 1% of any light that hits it, and it's apparently slightly larger than Jupiter. So, very cool. And here's what the inside looks like, apparently. Guess I just flew into it. Let's see. Okay, again with the video settings, I'm just reading through comments. Someone asked what flares I use. Again, here are the settings. Okay. Let's see if I can find another suggestion here. Okay, here's one from Zedia. It is Koi 719. This system of 4 planets, all tidally locked. Blue, red, green, and the other I forgot colored. And one other I forgot colored, but okay. Oop. Here we go. So I assume this is our red planet over here. Tidally locked, so it should have a giant cyclone on it, but we can't really view that because it's incredibly bright. But as you can see, the ratio is 1:1 with its orbital period and rotational period, so it is tidally locked with this star right here. As is a common thing with red dwarfs, because the planets tend to be very close to them. And it's just too bright to really see anything other than the surface here until you get to the nighttime side of the planet. Let's go over to the next one real quick. This one is yellow. Also very bright, but this one I can actually see little bits of the cyclone here. Like if I toggle the clouds, you can see it. If I turn off the atmosphere, you can really see it. But very bright, very bloom, and very cool. Looks like it has multiple cloud layers. A cyclone layer and an additional cloud layer that's kind of Venusian-like. As this would be a Venusian-like planet, sitting at 942 degrees, which means it has a pretty strong greenhouse effect. Yeah, the greenhouse effect is 548 degrees Celsius. The reason why I judge that is because this planet's actually cooler, the closer one. Kind of like Mercury to Venus in our solar system. Here is what looks like a desert. Okay. And the temperature is 203 degrees Celsius. Let's go ahead and zoom in. It doesn't look like this volcano is active, from what I can tell. It might be. But it doesn't look like it has like red glowing lava. Some planets are a bit weird. Let's go ahead and get this off the screen if I can, without crashing the game, hopefully. Okay. This is pretty cool looking. I like the contrast of the dark sky with the bright glowing terrain in the blue atmosphere, but it's a thin blue atmosphere. This is pretty cool. No moons, so can't really see the other side of the planet unless I were to kick out the ambient brightness. Now here's an interesting one. the blue planet, which is a warm Terra. And that was a random music cutout. Okay, so we got some cool cloud layers. Again, it is tidally locked, so we have this giant storm on the front face of it. Let's go ahead and land. Is there any surfaces near where the sunset is? Doesn't appear so. So we'll just touch down right here. So this is looking kind of Earth-like, atmospheric-wise anyway. The water is nice and blue on this world. Terrain is that purple-brown color that you typically see, which is actually orange, just the atmosphere has a huge effect on that. Which is probably why a lot of the terras in this game look like that. It's purely because the blue atmosphere just makes the terrain look purplish. I'll turn this off right here, and then we can possibly find a volcano in the sunset area. And it's closest to a sunset we're gonna see on the land anyways. Of course, we can go over to the ocean side and see that the sunset is pretty Earth-like in color. Very cool. So it seems like we have stayed exclusively in the Milky Way so far. Let's see, we have another suggestion here from Vander, Cosmic Wonder. Let's go ahead and paste this in, and here we go. Okay, so this one's kind of purplish, binary star system, and it does not appear that we are in the Milky Way anymore. Are we? Oh, we are still in the Milky Way. This episode might be exclusive to the Milky Way. I have my doubts about that. We have plenty more suggestions to go. So this has multicellular marine and terrestrial life, and active volcanoes, with a kind of palish gray atmosphere, but it looks pretty cool, especially contrast with that sky right there. And if we lower ourselves, of course, we can see less space and more atmosphere. Let's go down to the shoreline here. Looks like we have purplish life. Okay, so as we get closer to the surface, the atmosphere turns a little bit more purple. That might just be due to the sunset. This might be a trinary star system, though. It is totally locked, as you can tell, by the giant cyclone. Okay. Well, there's our Zerg life forms. Can't really see the textures that well. I am running the game completely stock now, and there is no mods because I am tired of crashing and bugs happening. I don't know if that's anything to do with the mods, but typically I'd be able to at least run the game for ages, like record many episodes without issues, and once I start installing mods, issues start to happen, so I'm just gonna try to not do that. I think we're in a crater. Yeah, this is like a crater or something. Oh no. We're at the polar side of the planet, though. Where the tidally locked... Oh yeah, look at that huge crater right there. That dark circle. Interesting. So yeah, we're at the area where that star is no longer having much effect on the planet, and it's starting to freeze into a giant polar cap. But we're still illuminated because of the other stars that are too far to really have temperature effects on the planets, at least significant ones. So they're not really melting this ice, they're just making it visible. So we get amazing views like this really cool polar view here. This is very neat. Okay. Let's go ahead and move on to the next suggestion, which is from Luca Adrian, which is called Surprise. That's the only text in the comment apart from the suggestion ID. Just surprise. So, yellow giant. Oh, surprise! Giant black hole. Hello, IC-1101. It would not be an episode of SpaceEngine Exploration unless this black hole was in every single episode. Oh, wait. This might be Sagittarius A. Is this Sagittarius A? I don't think that's IC-1101. No. No, it's just the center of some other galaxy. So it's a randomly generated star next to a black hole. I might have just crashed the game. Yep, that was the game crashing. Reloading the game. By the way, if you guys hear any background noise, that is because it is raining. And I practically live in a glorified shed right now. So, yeah. Metal roof. Rain's very loud. So my video settings adjusted, which tells me they are default. And yeah, they defaulted themselves. Well. Let's go ahead and readjust a few things real quick. Okay, should be back in business. So let's go back to that hole. Here we go. And why not share the effects of the black hole? Let's go ahead and speed up time a little bit. There's the accretion disk spinning around the black hole. I thought this was IC-1101, but then once I started moving around, it seemed a little bit too small. But a very cool little... It's got two arms sticking out of it. It's a purple galaxy. This one spans out from right here, and the other one spans out from right there. Very cool looking. I assume all these red pockets mean it's a very young galaxy with a lot of stars forming in it. So, let's see, next suggestion is from a random person. That's literally their username. And here we go. Let's see the description here. A scorch ice giant world, even hotter than the binary partner. It probably says something else on 9.9.0. But it says ice world for some reason on mine, despite being so hot. That's because of the materials they're comprised of. I don't see the one you're talking about. You're on 9.9.0? Anyway, yeah, the reason why it says that is an ice giant is consisting of like methane and other gases, while like a normal gas giant typically is hydrogen, helium. I think even xenon gas giants are also technically ice giants. But yeah, it depends on what they're made of for the game to decide what like an ice giant is. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on to the next suggestion, since this one does not appear to be in this version of the game. Unless that's it. No, that's not it. Okay. Oh, this one ain't too far away. Okay, so this one is from Necronium. Here are two suggestions. HIP 52409. It's one of the weirdest star systems I've stumbled upon in Space Engine. Apparently, there are two Y3.4 brown dwarfs and a planet. One of them has the wrong spectral type, ending up as very bright, while the other has weird slanted auroras. Everything in the system is just plain inaccurate, though amusing. That's worth checking out, though. Okay. Got a gas giant here. I don't see weird slanted auroras on this, but here's a gas giant. Oh, that was a weird sound. Oh, that's why it's a weird sound. I actually have the space engine music playing. That's not good. I need to turn that off. There we go. By the way, if you want to if you want to get this music for yourself, the link is always in the description, along with the game if you want to download it for free. So here's the gas giant, and here's another gas giant. This one has some pretty large rings on it, but I'm not seeing the brown dwarf that you're talking about, so I'll try the other suggestion you got here. Unless I'm mistaken. Moons. Where's moons on this? No moons. Okay, yeah. Then maybe something's wrong here. Let's go ahead and move on to the next suggestion from the same person. So this is apparently Saturn gone wrong with a bunch of moons. This is a hot gas giant. Where is its primary star? Over there. This is a very hot gas giant. This looks very cool though. Look at this. Can I like make these brighter? Like over bright? No, I don't want these desaturated. Scale. A little bit more bloom. Imagine if I turn up the planet magnitude, we can get all of them to show up. There we go. Well, that looks pretty cool. Wonder if that will be the thingy, the thumbnail for this video. No, there's a large moon right there. So this is apparently Saturn gone wrong, as he describes it. Let's go ahead and default this. So how many moons does this have? Number of moons, 227. And what was the number that he mentioned? 227. Including large scorched desert with a high atmospheric pressure. Kind of like a Venusian style planet. Okay, sorry about that, I am back. So it's a Venusian-like planet, but it's very dark. Not a super thick cloud layer, you could actually see the surface from here. Ooh, but that's mysterious and kind of hellish looking. So what's the description for this? Just a lot of moons. Okay. High atmospheric pressure and rings. Well, if it has rings, I'm not really seeing it. But this is a cool planet nonetheless. Let's go ahead and move on to the next suggestion, which is from Awesome Gaming. A green planet with a cold gas giant that orbits close to a Terra. Here we go, temperate Terra. Oh, that was kind of trippy looking. Okay, it looks like we have green water. Splat smack right in this planet. And look at this green atmosphere, which will likely have a pink sunset. Whoa, whoa, what's going on? Can't explain what just happened there, but things happened. Okay, I like the low altitude snow. That looks cool. See things off in the distance. Looks deserty. Got this dried up sand, it looks like. There's our parenting star. Oh, is that the gas giant? Warm gas giant. There's another one over there. So is this the Terra we were just on? This one has a ring. Very faint ring, but it has a ring nonetheless. Let's see if we can spot that. Oh, wait, I saw it a little bit. There it is. I don't know if you guys can see that dark band there. Oh, there it is. Now you can kind of see it against the planet. It looks like it has multiple layers. There's one right here and one right over here. I guess if we touch down, you could probably see the shadow of the ring. Let's see if we can find that ring shadow. I'm not seeing it. What if we touch down right here? We might be able to see the reflection. Ah, there we go. That's a good way to see the ring. So this planet definitely does have a couple of rings on it. Very cool. Let's go ahead and move on to the next suggestion, which is from CWR. Let's paste this in, and the ID is not working. Oh, there's no R there. Okay. So let's see. Got a suggestion here from CWR. It's a dwarf planet, or a dwarf desert planet, with multicellular life, and almost entirely oxygen atmosphere. That sounds explosive. So, here we go. Oh wow. Yeah, maybe my sun brightness is a little too high. Let's turn down that other way and scale a little bit. That's good. Looks like we're in the center of a galaxy. Oh, a comet. We're not in the center star cluster, so I don't expect a black hole to pop up. But we're in the dense, star-rich center of this galaxy here. See the asteroid right there. So this has life on it. Let's see if we can spot that life. Terrestrial. I assume that's what these bright patches are. Or it could be the dark patches. Either or. Let's touch down right here. Okay, so it's just completely covered in life. Both the dark and bright patches are life. Got a purplish atmosphere, from what I can tell. And there's one of the asteroid moons flying around. Okay, so let's see the atmosphere composition. Oxygen. Oops, I deselected the planet. Zoom out here. Bring up its information. Atmospheric. So the atmosphere is 99.6% oxygen. Imagine how fast things would oxidize and rust and, man, how large flames and stuff would be if you like lit a lighter or something. That would be intense. Just need any fuel source, and if you ignite it, it would burn quite sporadically. I guess the orange bands in this mountain make sense. If there's any metal there, it's definitely going to be oxidized. So if there's a lot of iron in the surface, for example, that would all just be red, or actually probably black. Well, this is a cool planet nonetheless. Let's see what the sunset looks like on a planet that has a purple and orange atmosphere. And the answer is very orange. Oh, a volcano. Oh wow, you can see the details of this star here. Oh, maybe that's not a volcano. That was just a mountain. Okay. But there you go. This is the sunset on this planet right here. And I do have time moving, so you can see the stars slowly cycling around. Let's go ahead and dig up another suggestion here. Ah, here's one from Corsair Plays. It was made a day ago. Huh. Fortunately, it took me a while to get this episode recorded, so your suggestion is making it into the video. Cold Ice World. Oh wow. We're in an elliptical galaxy around what looks like the Milky Way over there. Yeah, that's Milky Way. Dark bands here. Let's see the description here. Moon with ring system orbiting a planet with a ring system. Well, where's the planet at? That might be our planet. Is that what we're orbiting? Oh no, there. What? Wait, what? Oh, okay. Okay, that's a very far away moon. But this is a cool little system here. got this very vibrant, colorful gas giant here. Very bright, large rings. Sitting above the Milky Way in a small elliptical galaxy. With this planet that has rings. We're not orbiting on the same planes as the rings, so you can see the rings quite vividly as well. Along with the top of the gas giant there. You can see the ring shadows being casted on it. Well, this is very cool. Nice find. I really love these like above the Milky Way kind of shots. And if I were to turn down the exposure a little bit, I can get it like darker or something. Just default that now. So yeah, if only there was like a contrast setting, but I don't think there is. Anyway, let's touch down on the surface right here at this crater. So there's the Milky Way in the sky, and if we look up, hopefully at the right angle, we can see this gas giant here. And we have time moving quite quickly, it appears. Whoa. The sun just insta-set, but there's no atmosphere, so there wasn't, or there is an atmosphere, but there wasn't really much transition there. It just got very dark very fast. But this is a cool little system. And if you guys want to check it out, the ID, as always, is in the top left corner. Okay, so this one is from Plazasta. Okay, so I guess you missed my suggestions, so I guess I'll re-upload one I liked, and I'll send another one I liked. Go ahead and expand this comment here. So select this first one. It wants me to set a specific time for it. I'll see if I can do that. Copy this time code. The fact that you didn't make it like one time code is going to make that very complicated, and I don't think I'm going to be able to get around to it, but I will make it the same day. And let's see if I can, like... Oh man. I don't feel like editing this to make it work, so... Yeah, it's not going to let me just change it individually. Like, I can go to the 16th hour. Or not, I passed it. Okay. And 25 minutes? I don't think I want to get 25 minutes on the dot. Anyway. This is a cool looking galaxy. Nice dark clouds are there. Very contrast and detailed looking. Let's read this comment here. 2 events are about to happen. At 1625 there is a solar eclipse with the moon passes between its planets and star. Oh. Hello. Yeah. Okay. Let me slow down time significantly. Okay. Oh, no, wait, we gotta go to 16 hours. Okay, here we go. So things are about to happen, apparently. Let's touch down right here. Oh, hello. Okay, so there's a solar eclipse as the moon passes its planet. Once it's over at 1815, although it gets really noticeable at 1825. Planet B1, a gas giant, passes between the star and the main planet, causing a second eclipse within 2 hours. This planet gets 2 solar eclipses. First from the moon and second from a nearby planet. So what's this? Gas giant. Warm desert. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to speed up time ever so slightly. Suspense. And here comes the shadow being casted on the atmosphere. We see all of space around us as that basically blocked out all the light on this planet. And we're going to halt time right now. Okay, so we have a dual solar eclipse. One being casted here, and in theory, one being casted here. Oh. Well, I guess we want to go to 1825, huh? Guess not. we will touch down on the center right now. And here comes the other one. I thought it was going to be like 2 planets casting on one another like that. Okay, so it doesn't look like I'm right in line for the solar eclipse, but we did just get covered by the shadow. This one is not as, I guess you could say, noticeable. It just dims the planet. Like if I hit play here, there should be a lighting effect, but it's not like the other eclipse, only because it's a partial eclipse and it's incredibly diffused because it's much further away than the other planet was from this one. But that is a very cool effect. Let's go ahead and move on to the next suggestion, and if you guys want to do that yourselves, basically just see the entire procedure and the ID in the top left corner. Okay, so this is a frozen ice world. Looks Plan Nemo-like. This is a planet with an orbital period of 41,000 years. 41,877 years. Yeah, that's what that is. Oh wow, another cool looking galaxy, if that's not the same galaxy. And where even is the parenting star? No, it's because it's orbiting this binary system, so it's just orbiting those 2 stars that are orbiting each other, so it's orbiting its what's the term I'm looking for? Very center. That's right. So it's just orbiting these 2 stars, very center, along with this planet here, which has an orbital period of 20,000 years. So also incredibly long. But not only that, this appears to be a binary system. So yeah, I don't know if you noticed that it was a binary system, but it is. Very neat. So let's see. Yep, confirmed binary system. Very cool. So if I hit play and then let time just move incredibly rapidly, we can orbit this system and you can see the shadows change. We're moving very fast. And then time is just breaking out. Okay, default everything. Now you know exactly what time it is in my area. No, you just know the date. The time is off. Okay. This next one is from Mr. Star Wars. Again, with the time settings. Time settings always bother me. But they always just load some very cool things, so I can't really open them. Okay. Right. This is cool looking. You got light coming from that moon right there. So we have a nice dark polar sky. I always love the way this looks. Just like a cold area with like a little bit of illumination. All being caused by that moon's reflections, I guess. Anyway. Get that off the screen. Get out of here. Get out of here. Let's see. If you go to time, copy that date code and hope that works. Okay, dual eclipse. And go about 20 minutes ahead of time. This planet will experience an eclipse with its moon. Simultaneously, that moon will be an eclipse from another moon. Okay, so this is actually what I thought the other suggestion was going to do. So if we touch down right here. And just move time slowly. There is our supposedly simultaneous eclipse. So there's the eclipse there. There's the eclipse being cast on that moon. I think we might get a better view right here. Very cool. See, that's what I thought was going to happen on the other suggestion, but I guess not. And if we pause it now, this thing's like damn near daylight, because we got reflections from 2 different planets here. Very cool. And we just have tons of galaxies colliding and doing crazy stuff around us. Anyway, let's go move on to the next suggestion, also from Mr. Star Wars here. Okay. See, I like how you kind of just claim these galaxies as like your own, and every single suggestion consistently for like the past year and a half has been in this same system. It just kind of shows that you don't really need to fly around very much in this game to find some pretty amazing things. You can just sit around in the same galaxies, because these galaxies are absolutely loaded with cool content, which just kind of expresses the vast, very vast scale of this game. Okay, so what's unique about this planet? I found another planet with mint green rings, and once again, it looks good on the night side of the planet. Okay, let's see here. Well, there's our minty green rings. Let's fly over to the sunset area of the planet. Okay, cool little red transition there from the atmosphere. Kind of purple and blue here. And there's also a comet at this convenient time. Kind of an Earth-like sunset. Let's fly through and see what's going on here. Is that just a planet burning away? Yeah, I think that's just a planet burning away. That is not a comet. The particle effects are always very cool. Okay. Okay, I really like your Space Engine videos. Which of the download options to download the game do you recommend? Is there a virus danger? I recommend getting it from spaceengine.org and probably nowhere else. There is multiple mirrors and they should all be safe. I would not download from third-party sites though, as that is asking for trouble. More than likely. Well, not more than likely, but there's a possibility of trouble, and just make sure you download from reliable sources, which the link in the description will lead you to the website where this game is being developed and created, and it's the official website of this game. Okay, so I got a suggestion for you. This suggestion. This is from Dylan Martin, by the way. A planet with marine and terrestrial life. It has 3 stars, and 2 of them being the main planets. It also has a giant hurricane ravaging half the planet. Okay, I see what's happening here. For one, we're getting some really cool shadow effects caused by the second planet there. Second of all, we have a bug. Since we are a tidally locked planet orbiting a binary system, what happens is it gets tidally locked with 1 star, so it moves, but it also rotates improperly and crashes the game. That shouldn't actually have happened. The game crashed, which means my settings are all jacked up again. We're just gonna record like this. Let's go back to that suggestion. I'll deal with the settings some other time. Anyway, yeah, that giant hurricane there is tidally locked with one of the stars, but it's causing it to like orbit around, and the lighting is being affected. This is what happens when you get a tidally locked planet with a binary, but it's close enough to spawn a hurricane, or like half planet cyclone. So you get this weird effect happening, but it's playing some, or it's doing some cool things with the ring shadows at least. Anyways, I think we're gonna end the video off here since the game's all not set up how I prefer it and stuff. Just gonna quickly adjust that so I can close the game without having to worry about that again. Anyway, that is the last suggestion that I can see in the comments. If I missed your suggestion, feel free to post it on this video, and I will try to get around to it. It depends on if YouTube is willing to show it to me, because YouTube is being a piece of crap. But if you guys enjoyed the video, please leave it a like, and if you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe. Click that bell icon, because YouTube's sub-inbox notification system sucks. And I will see you guys in the next video.